All right, October. Jeff Lindsay in the garage with you. February 17 on Saturday morning, 9 a.m.-ish. And we came out during the week and did a little bit, not a lot. Lower valence panel mounted. Got a little bit of tweaking to do just to make sure that all that stuff will be able to bolt back up easily after everything's painted. I don't know if all this needs to be put together and paint. Obviously, if it's put together, they're going to have a hard time getting paint down in these areas right here, so you don't see anything there. But there again, where this panel meets this panel, that's welded in that seam on the back side, so they've got to be able to get down in there when it's being painted. So who knows? I'm not sure how all that goes, and that's one reason I'm not going to try to paint the car. But panel fitment, gap in the car, I got to figure out you know, what I need to do first, what I need to do next. Obviously, the quarter panel being a fixed panel, I've always heard you need to start with the door and kind of gap from the bottom and work your way up. But there again, I don't know. I'm going to have to learn as I go. So we will get started on something this morning. And we'll go from there. So as we have a little progress, we'll bring you along, Tober. All right, Tober. I definitely just, I feel like I'm kind of going about this the wrong way. What we did is we went ahead and put the striker bolt in the quarter, and we put the door catch mechanism in. I'm going to start from here and work my way forward, which means I'm going to have to take the fender off on each side and probably the front end and everything. We got this one right ready to come off. I'm going to take this other bolt, this last bolt that's holding it up there, and set it off over out of the way. And I'm going to try to gap this door first. And I'm going to try to get it as close as I possibly can. I've got a problem down here at the bottom. Both of these front quarter panel patches that I put in way back when I first started building this car are wrong. And the reason why they're wrong is this door all the way up, front fender and all, has got a little detail there. I did not realize that. Of course, the fenders were in that other room, and all I did was patch the rust with a flat piece there. That's gonna have to change, or the car's not gonna look right. You're gonna see when the door shuts, you're gonna see that at the bottom down there. So we went ahead and ordered two panels. They're 17 inches high. They come up right up in that area, and they'll have that little detail to match the bottom of the door. So a little more body work, but it'll pay off in the long run. It's just going to look terrible if I don't do that. So I know it doesn't show up that way, but if you kind of get down there, you can see that detail the way it runs along the bottom, and you can see the way I did that, which was early on in my car building skills. So that's where we at. We're gonna pull the fender. We're gonna just try to tentatively gap that door, see just what we can do to get it level across the bottom. Obviously that piece is gonna make a little bit of difference when we put it in, but I think we'll be okay just kind of messing around today. But that's where we at. That's what we're up to. We'll bring you back. All right, Tubers, we went ahead and took that piece out at the bottom, got it out of the way, and adjusted the door. And I am pretty happy about that gap right there. I know it doesn't go quite all the way to the bottom. That's about 8 inches up from the rocker. But I think that patch panel is going to be pretty easy to put in there. I don't think it's going to be a big issue. One thing I'm really happy about, we went ahead and put our linkage in with our interior mechanism that opens the door, and this door shuts real. It doesn't have the seals or anything, but that door shuts tight. I like it. Works good. Works good. The hinge repair that we did way back, or pins and bushings, don't have any play in the door. Everything's kind of lining up real good on this door, YouTube. You can see the what I call a style line or whatever. Everything's lined up good. Gap across the bottom is good. One thing that we are going to attempt to do is we're going to try to pull it out just a hair at the bottom. It's in right there, just a little, and I think that's got me out just a hair right here. If I loosen that hinge to the door part and pull out just a little and snug it back up, I think I'll take care of this and this. Basically what you're going to be doing is twisting that thing just a little bit. Hopefully. We'll try it and see. Not sure exactly how much we're going to do this weekend, YouTube. I need to take a break from the car. I don't want to get burnt out, and I kind of feel it coming on. As much as I enjoy doing this, I've got to a point to where it's stuff that I don't know much about, and I'm having to figure it out along the way, which is fine. We knew there was going to be a lot of that, but we may take the rest of the weekend off and just kind of enjoy some other things a little bit, but I'm digging on that pretty well right there. I like the way that door is turning out, but we're going to try to see if we can get it adjusted out just a little more, and then we're going to tighten everything down and leave that door on. We're going to leave it. I'm not pulling them doors back off once I get them right. We'll just have to, whoever paints it will have to paint in here and do the best they can, unless they want to take the doors off and put them back right. That'll be up to them. But anyway, YouTube, that's what we're working on. We'll bring you back. All right, tubers, still hanging out Saturday afternoon in the garage, about 3 p.m. We're going to call it quits on the driver's side door, and the reason why is the striker plate that we put in will not lock and stay locked around the striker bolt. We put our mechanism in, everything works good, but it just will not grab. There's something broke inside that striker plate deal there, so that makes it extremely hard to do your final adjustment. If that would hold on when I close this door, if it would hold on, it'd be easy to go back up here and do our final adjustment, you know, to get our in and out at the bottom and stuff like that, but it just won't hold on. So we're going to order a couple of new ones. I'm sure, even though that one over there on the passenger side works good, you know, all the springs and things over the years, I'm sure it's gotten pretty weak. But like I say, this one over here on this side really works well. So, but anyway, that's kind of where we at. We got to order a couple of the striker plate deals, and we really kind of struggling to come up with what we need to do next. I know there's a lot to do, but I just need to drop back and think about really where we need to go with it. I wanted to get both of the doors done today, but that's obviously not going to happen without that striker plate holding that door closed. So we're just going to quit with it for now. We've got the trunk to do, but that's probably a full day because of the gas spring brackets that are underneath the old trunk. You're talking about drilling and doing the new trunk lid as well for the spoiler, but that's all stuff that's got to be done. So we'll take a day pretty quick and do all that and get it knocked out. And in the meanwhile, we'll get us some stuff ordered that we got to have. So fenders kind of stored off over here out of the way. We left the core on. We got the nose stored over here out of the way. And we need to try to, I guess, go to the board and just kind of see some of the things we've been writing down, just see where we need to go from here. So if we've got enough, we'll upload a video. I know there hadn't been a lot of progress other than the fact that this door turned out really good, and we've chose to go ahead and cut those quarter patches off in front of the rear wheels and get the right ones on there. Other than that, we didn't make a lot of headway today. Not sure if we're going to do anything tomorrow. Really don't feel like it, so we may call it here. If we do, we'll get started back next weekend. All right, YouTube. All right, tubers, you can kind of tell I'm all over the place today. I've been wanting to put a heater delete plate on this car. I like the looks of it, plus it serves a little bit of a purpose. And I really just didn't find one that I liked. I decided to try to lay one out and cut it out and make one, and that's where we at. We just got a couple of bolts holding it in right now. When we get it bolted up all the way, I'll bring you back for a shot. But that just goes to show you, when you're not focused, you'll just jump around and do about anything. But that's kind of what we're doing. I'll bring you back. All right, YouTube, we're gonna call it a day. We didn't get a lot done, but we got a little bit done. Some of the stuff we wanted to do. Again, to recap, pretty happy about the passenger side door. Hard luck on the little door lock mechanism on the driver's side, or we could have finished it up for sure. But we kind of digging on the little heater delete plate we made up. It looks good, fits good, just right. And like I say, I was either going to buy one or make one. I wish I had a bead roller. I could have rolled a bead. That would have given it a little more detail. But when this is painted, it'll look fine, and it kind of covers up a little bit of some stuff that I didn't like. I actually like the look of that. And we're not going to have a heater, so there we go. There we go. Kind of like it. All right, YouTube, we're going to leave it at that. Appreciate everybody watching the video, subscribing, liking, sharing, carrying, any and all of that stuff. All right, YouTube, any comments, leave them. We'll do it again.